Okay, the next few videos are going to look at energy. Energy in physics is something that allows us to do work, and energy comes in lots of different forms. So some forms would be light. For instance, a light bulb will emit light energy. The sun emits light energy. Another type of energy is kinetic energy, which is just another word for movement energy. So a car in the motorway will have kinetic energy. The faster something goes, the more kinetic energy it has. Electrical energy is one of the more useful forms of energy because we can change it into other things quite easily. So current flowing in a circuit contains electrical energy. Sound energy is the energy involved in sound waves, but in fact it's actually just another type of kinetic energy because it's the movement of air particles vibrating. And thermal energy is just another name for heat energy. But once again, that's another form of movement energy because when objects are warm, the particles vibrate more. So it's a form of movement or kinetic energy. We then have three common types of potential energy. Potential energy is where energy is stored so that it can be changed into something in another type of energy in the future. Common examples of that are elastic potential energy. So for instance, if I stretch an elastic band, it has stored elastic potential energy in it. But don't just think that it needs to be something that's made of elastic to contain elastic potential energy. So for instance, if I bend a wooden ruler, that still contains elastic potential energy. So anytime anything is stretched or squashed, it contains elastic potential energy. Chemical potential energy then is energy contained in chemical bonds that can be released through chemical reactions. So examples of chemical potential energy would be any type of fuel. So coal, oil, gas or wood contains chemical potential energy. So do foods, but also inside a battery or a cell there is chemical potential energy. And then gravitational potential energy is energy that something contains because it is high up in a gravitational field. So for instance, a book sitting on a shelf will have gravitational potential energy. Lots of different forms of energy, and they all obey this rule, which is our conservation of energy. Notice it is conservation of energy, not conversation of energy, which is often written in exams. And this just says that energy can be changed from one form to another, but the total amount of energy does not change. That is straight from your syllabus, and you should learn off that statement and be able to repeat it in an examination. Another way of saying this is energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only change form. So for instance, if we look at our light bulb, we might put 100 joules of electrical energy into our light bulb, but that energy doesn't disappear. It might get changed into, say, 40 joules of light energy. But that means that there would be 60 joules missing. And what happens to the other 60 joules is that gets turned into heat energy. So you can see in total we have 100 joules going in and 100 joules in total coming out. So we haven't created any energy there. We've just changed it from one form into another, and no energy has been destroyed.